A Step into the Past Volume 12 Chapter 7. Book 12 Chapter 07, Deceitful Support. Before dawn, led by Xiao Pan and Zhu Ji, the royal family, every court official and the various representatives from the 6 states attended a grand but serious funeral procession. King Zhuangxiang's corpse is delivered from the royal temple to the royal mausoleum for permanent burial. Every single palace guard was activated to maintain law and order. Thousands of items were to be buried together with the coffin, and the entire procession stretches over 10 miles. The citizens of Xianyang City put on mourning clothes and kneeled by the side of the streets, crying over the death of this benevolent ruler. Xiao Pan and Zhu Ji cried heavily too. Everyone who heard them will be affected to cry as well. Liu Bue acted his part very well, expressing his deep sorrows and pain. Xiang Xiaolong, Ngu, and Jian Sheng rode ahead and opened up the roads for the procession. Jian Sheng is the current imperial infantry commander, as Guan Zongzi is not officially appointed yet. After Handan City's incident, this is the first time he saw Tian Dan, Li Yuan, Han Chuang, and the rest. They paid attention to him but does not seem to realize he is Dong Horse fanatic. General Peng is a steady man of average build with a square face and large ears. When their eyes meet, he can see the intelligence shining from his eyes. No wonder he can rise to such a post based on his words alone. In his 20s, Prince Dan is the youngest among them. He is of medium build and has a jade complexion, making others trust him. But to Xiang Xiaolong, it is a different matter altogether. Zhao Qian and the mates indirectly died under his hands. If he has the chance, he will not let him off. Qin Xing was mingling among the royal family and the esteemed guests. Xiang Xiaolong waved to her but she pretended not to see him. Under the strict and sad atmosphere, the procession has traveled for several hours. They finally reached the mausoleum in the afternoon. The royal mausoleum is divided into 2 parts, an exterior and an interior, forming a with tilde a with circumflexion a degree a 3/4 formation. There is a northern gate, southern gate, eastern gate, and western gate. With the typical Chinese arch at the 4 corners, the mausoleum is heavily guarded with an official in charge. The way leading into the mausoleum is lined with burial items such as pottery, furniture, books, and clothes. The most important people entered the inner part of the mausoleum and were seated in a resting area while attendants start to move the burial items into the burial chamber. When everything is settled, Liu Bue went to the front and delivered a eulogy. At the end of the eulogy, the burial process begins. Xiang Xiaolong was grieved as he recalled King Zhuangxiang's generosity, and hot tears begin to flow down his face. When the coffin is finally brought into the mausoleum, Zhu Ji fainted. Thinking about the past 2 nights she spent with Lao Ai, Xiang Xiaolong still find it hard to forgive her. To a certain extent, he could sympathize with her behavior. First, she lost this man who has treated her so well and even made her the Empress of Qin. Secondly, she knew it was Liu Bue who poisoned him but could not take revenge. In such a helpless scenario, she reacted irrationally. Even with this understanding, he still feels uncomfortable with her situation. Back at the Wu residence that night, he had insomnia. The moment he woke up, he got his men to fetch Ji Yanran and the other girls back to Xianyang City. He really needed them by his side. Teng Yi naturally wishes to have Shan Lan around too. As long as he is the imperial cavalry commander, Liu Bue dared not attack him rashly. 3 days later, the population of Xianyang City removed all signs of mourning and everything resumed as per normal. Xiao Pan had not attended his coronation yet, but he is now the king of Qin. Except for Xiang Xiaolong and the far-sighted Li Si, no one will expect this kid to break centuries of deadlock and lead Qin to victory over the 6 states. Back at the East Gate Command Center, Xiang Xiaolong was in a conference with Teng Yi and Jing Jun when Liu Gong came to find him. Generals are the highest ranked positions in the military. There are many different general ranking. Xiang Xiaolong's imperial cavalry commander is considered a lower-ranked general and his army size is limited to 50,000 men. But as he is considered half a city commander, his status is slightly higher. The highest ranked is Imperial General, which only Liu Gong ranks. Others like Wang Ling, Su Xian, Meng Ao, and Du Bai are only great generals. Thus, Liu Gong is considered the military chief. Teng Yi and Jing Jun excused themselves while Liu Gong got seated at the chair of authority, smiling, "I came here to discuss something with you and to give you support as well. Now, everyone will know that I am behind you and will obey your command with question." Xiang Xiaolong hurriedly presented his thanks and appreciation. Liu Gong's face became serious and revealed, "Are you aware that during the morning court session, Liu Bue made another recommendation? Xiang Xiaolong is not permitted to attend morning court yet." Frantically, he asked, "What are the changes?" Liu Gong angrily detailed, "Liu Bue made an exception and recommended a family warrior Guan Zongzi to be the imperial infantry commander instead of Lord Chongping. Su Xian and I objected strongly but were put down by Empress and Liu Bue. Luckily, the Crown Prince got Ngu to guard Hang Pass and made Lord Chongping and his brother Lord Changwen the new leaders of the palace guards, preventing a military protest. HNG. Liu Bue is getting more and more out of hand. He keeps promoting outsiders as if Qin has no talented men." Xiang Xiaolong sighed with relief, glad that Liu Gong has treated him as a Qin native. He felt some regrets not having his buddy Ngu in the palace anymore. But Xiao Pan's decision is the best given the circumstances. It must be Li Si who advised him to promote another person from the Qin military. It will help to convince Liu Gong that Xiao Pan is not on the same side as Liu Bue and Zhu Ji. Liu Gong lowered his voice, "I have spoken to Su Xian and Wang Ling. We have unanimously decided that the blood test is the best plan. Look." From his bosom, he retrieved a special needle that has a sharp point but a wide base. He proudly explained, "This needle has a small opening. Once inserted into the flesh, blood will flow and accumulate at the base. When it pierces the skin, it is as painless as a mosquito bite and the bleeding will stop after it has been removed. If you are quick enough, the person being pierced may not even notice it." Xiang Xiaolong received the needle from him and scrutinized it closely. Realizing that it is probably the origin of acupuncture, he praised this invention and asked, "When do we act?" Liu Gong explained, "According to our laws, 10 days after the funeral, we must hold a hunting fair as a show of appreciation to everyone. The royal family, every official, the state representatives will all participate. Even those young men without official appointments will take part too." As the imperial cavalry commander, Xiang Xiaolong naturally knew about this but did not expect it to be so grand. He was curious, "Is it very lively?" Liu Gong bellowed, "Of course. Everyone is doing their best to display their talents and hope to be noticed by the new king. That year, I was talent spotted by the late king during the hunt and nobody else received a bigger honor." Xiang Xiaolong was uncomfortable with the idea of killing animals blindly for pleasure and not for food. He will never stoop to such a level. Liu Gong continued, "This is the best opportunity. I will draw Liu Bue's blood while you get the crown princes. Chongping, Changwen and Su Xian will be our witnesses. Hey! Only Xiaolong is brave enough to draw the crown prince's blood. Ngu is a coward and he deserves to be posted out of Xianyang city." Xiang Xiaolong was highly amused. After going through the details of their plan, he sent him off respectfully. Liu Gong's estimate is right on the spot. His rebellious subordinates underwent a huge attitude change and were more respectful than before, saving him and Teng Yi lots of time and effort. In the evening, Zhu Ji summoned him to the palace. Xiang Xiaolong knew that it is inappropriate but still went ahead. Zhu Ji looks calm and did not do anything extraordinary. She treated Xiang Xiaolong warmly and expressed much concern. First, she inquired about his work as the imperial cavalry commander and smiled, "I have warned Bue that you belong to me. If you lose a single strand of hair, I will not let him off. AI. The dead cannot come back to life. Will Xiaolong see to your duties and do your best to protect Zheng'er, and leave everything else out of your consideration." Xiang Xiaolong understood where she is coming from. He secretly thought that this is her own wishful thinking and Liu Bue is not an easy person to get along with. At the same time, he can see the shift in Zhu Ji's attitude. Unless she is happy with her present state of affairs, she will not want everything to stay the same forever. He smiled, I obey Empress's orders. Zhu Ji wailed, don't give me that subordinate expression. I am able to speak my mind only when I am with you. Xiang Xiaolong bitterly smiled, if I do not act befittingly our positions, there will be gossips. Zhu Ji was irritated, there is nobody here and who cares about what they say. Who dares to offend me? Xiang Xiaolong reminded, don't forget about Lady Ziyulai. We are meeting each other privately and if word gets out, Xianyang City will be gossiping about us. Zhu Ji smiled coquettishly, you can relax. Cheng Chongqiao has been made Lord Chang'an and will leave with Lady Ziyulai to Chang'an province tomorrow. Now, we do not have to run into each other in the palace. Everyone in the palace now belongs to me. See, I still have what it takes. Xiang Xiaolong thought that this is probably to prevent news about Zhu Ji and Lao Ai leaking out instead, but he cannot expose her now. He plainly state, Empress definitely has what it takes. Zhu Ji was slighted, stunned and stared at him with suspicions. In a gentle voice, she inquired, this is the first time you are speaking to me like that. Are you unhappy that I am supporting Bue? But everyone has their difficulties and must resort to doing certain things against their will. I am able to say this confidently because of what I went through in Handan City. Xiang Xiaolong is not sure she is defending Liu Bue or herself with Lao Ai. After thinking, he replied, Empress is right. I am feeling so helpless now. Zhu Ji slowly sighed and stood up. Xiang Xiaolong hurriedly stood up, thinking that she is sending him off. This charming and mesmerizing beauty came face to face with him and looked deeply into his eyes. In an enchanting manner, she offered, the Xiang Xiaolong I loved the most is the heroic man I met at Handan City's hostage residence. Full of courage and fearless, allowing a weak woman like me to fully rely on without hesitation. Xiaolong. Now that I am freed, why should we be bothered about all the unreasonable restrictions? Let's rekindle our relationship. Watching her heaving chest, pretty face, and smelling her scent, Xiang Xiaolong nearly wanted to embrace her in his arms and make passionate love, forgetting about the world outside and indulge in pleasure between woman and man. He will be lying if he says he is not aroused or have feelings for her. But with King Zhuangxiang's image still fresh in his mind, he resisted this temptation. When he was about to say something, heavy steps can be heard from beyond the door. Both of them were shocked and hastily retreated a few steps from each other. Incensed, Zhu Ji yelled, who is it? An attendant from the inner palace came in, kneeled down and kowtowed, Lao Ai is here to accompany Empress. Xiang Xiaolong was stunned and looked over at this handsome man. Lao Ai happened to raise his head to face him as well. His eyes were filled with hatred and pain. Scrutinizing him carefully, Xiang Xiaolong was secretly impressed. In terms of looks, other handsome men like Ngu, Lian Jin, Qi Yu, and Li Yuan are not too far off. But in terms of overall feeling, Lao Ai stands out. His body is as sturdy as a hunting leopard, with every muscle toned. A perfect body coupled with skin as white as snow and hair as black as charcoal. He does look similar to himself. But his most attractive part is his wild and playful side. With his eyes burning with passion and emotion, it makes whichever girl that conquers him feel an extreme sense of accomplishment. No wonder Zhu Ji is seduced by him in such a short space of time. Zhu Ji is apparently flustered at his interruption and is afraid of Xiang Xiaolong knowing about their affair. Her face turning white, she scolded, "What are you doing here?" Lao Ai lowered his head and calmly replied, "Subordinate knows that Empress does not have any attendant with her and came in to see if you have any needs." Apparently, Zhu Ji has given him some privileges, but Xiang Xiaolong dare not mention it. Zhu Ji ordered, "Get out of here at once." If it was anybody else, he would have been executed on the spot. Lao Ai is definitely here to vie with Xiang Xiaolong for her attention, showing his hidden agenda. Since he knows that he has made her very happy in bed, he knows that Zhu Ji will not do anything to him. He humbly and respectfully answered, "Empress, please don't be angry. I am only trying my best to serve you." He appears to disobey her order. Zhu Ji was taken aback and peeped at Xiang Xiaolong, howling, "Men!" 2 palace guards came into the room. Xiang Xiaolong knows that it is time for him to enter the picture. He held the 2 guards and helped Lao Ai up. "Pleased," he commented, "this talented man is truly loyal to Empress. I like him the first time I see him. Empress must not blame him." Zhu Ji and Lao Ai were astounded at his words. Xiang Xiaolong was amused and continued to exaggerate, "I am a good judge of character and this man is a dragon among men. Let's work hard together and do our best for Qin." Zhu Ji saw that the 2 guards are in a dilemma and stood there dazed. She shot, "Get out." The 2 men knew they had angered her and ran out in a flash. Lao Ai has always regarded himself as a dragon among men, but nobody has praised him about it before. His hostility towards Xiang Xiaolong decreased greatly. In fact, it is Liu Bue who gave him this mission to sow discord between Xiang Xiaolong and Zhu Ji. Otherwise, he dare not barge in like this. Awkwardly, he replied, "Official Xiang is too kind." Zhu Ji was staring at Xiang Xiaolong in a daze. Taking this opportunity, Xiang Xiaolong bade her farewell. Zhu Ji dared not hold him back. Instead, it was Lao Ai who sent him out of the palace. At the palace exit, like an old friend, Xiang Xiaolong offered, "Attendant, let's work closely in the future." Lao Ai was embarrassed, "Official Xiang is too generous. I dare not accept your offer. After all, I am just an attendant." Xiang Xiaolong pretended to be angry and promised, "With brother's talent, why should you subject your will to others? This will not do. I will speak to the crown prince immediately and give you an official position. As long as Empress does not object, you will be promoted for sure." Lao Ai was muddle-headed by his support and asked with surprise, "Why is official Xiang treating me so well? Hey! I am originally from Premier Residence. Official Xiang should have heard of me before. I am sent into the palace as a punishment." Xiang Xiaolong feigned surprise, "You are from the Premier Residence? No wonder I can see your talent the first time I set my eyes on you. Ai! What offense has brother committed? Actually, it doesn't matter to me. With your talent, Premier Lu will seek to restrict you. I am a man who keeps my promises and will take you to see Crown Prince at once. A talented man like you must be put to good use." Lao Ai was amazed, but after consideration, he knew that Xiang Xiaolong is telling the truth. Liu Bue is a man who dislikes people who are more talented than him. Presently, Liu Bue is using him against Xiang Xiaolong and Zhu Ji. In the future, when Empress Ji is favoring him, Liu Bue may seek to harm him. If he can be on good terms with Xiang Xiaolong and Crown Prince, it will help him in the future. He happily nodded, "Many thanks for official Xiang's recommendation." He became alarmed and asked, "Will Crown Prince be unwilling to see a mere attendant like me? His is ranked the lowest among all the people in the palace. Strictly speaking, he is just a toy for the Empress. No wonder he is having low self-esteem." Xiang Xiaolong nearly burst out laughing and dragged him along. Back at the Wu residence, Ji Yanran and the ladies have arrived. Even Wu Yingyuan came personally. Wu Tinggui's execution has become a matter of the past. Everyone knows that he has been promoted to be the Imperial Cavalry Commander and were jumping for joy. Wu Yingyuan got his beloved son-in-law to the back garden for a private chat. He started, "Thanks to Xiaolong, our family's reputation is growing day by day. In the past, applying for an exit permit takes almost 2 weeks, now, we get it on the spot. This is even better than our days in Handan City." Xiang Xiaolong laughed bitterly, father-in-law must be mentally prepared that Lu Bue will become more powerful in the future and things will become more difficult for us. Wu Yingyuan smiled, by then, we'll be out of here. Wu Zhou has sent word that he has discovered fertile land that stretches for thousands of miles. It is right beside Mount Hualuan, and consists of grasslands and rivers. More importantly, there are no aggressive nomads nearby. With a few years of hard work laying the foundation, we can migrate there. I have decided to send another team of men there to start work. When we finally build our own state, our farms in Xianyang City will be insignificant. Xiang Xiaolong was happy for him and inquired about mother-in-law. Wu Yingyuan sighed, she'll be fine after a while. She will cry occasionally when she thinks about Tinggui. Xiang Xiaolong do not know how to console him. That night, Xiang Xiaolong and his 3 alluring wives chatted by the candlelight, telling them everything that has happened over the past few days. When he mentioned Xiaopan promoting Lao Ai to be an official, everyone was full of praise. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Like fish finding water, they made passionate love. Out of the blue, Xiang Xiaolong can feel that his entire year of bad luck is finally over. Currently, he is super confident in dealing with Lu Bue.